Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going together solve the daily Leetcode problem. So today we have the vowel checkers, a spell checker. So here we can break down the problem into the three smaller cases. For the first case, and then so for example in here we are given the queries, and in here for example if the query is in the word list, and then we just return the word in the word list. For example in here we have the kite. It appears exactly in the word list, so we just simply return the kite. However, like in here we have another case. Yeah, that is the first case about the exactly matches. And then so in here, like for the second case, we also have the query matches a word up to capitalization. So what does this mean? This means that, for example, like in here we have the kite, right? And in here this word is not in the word list. However, like if we ignore all of the capitalization, and then we have two appearance, that is the kite, the first one, and the kite, the second one. However, like in here they have a condition that like we only return the first match in the word list. So that is the reason why this one is the first match, and then we return it in the output in here. And then we also have the last cases. Then our spell checker, it can matches up to a word to a vowel errors. For example in here for the vowel errors, and then firstly we will ignore all of the um, similar consonants. So for example, like in here we have the Y, and the Y in here they are similar. However, like one is capitalized and another one is not. And then here like we ignored it. We just cared about the appearance of the vowels. So in here we have the appearance of the E and the O because they are the vowels, and then we can replace one to another. Yeah, so I think this is the case we need to solve in this problem, because like in here we can see that we have so many cases. Let me demystify it together for you guys. Firstly, for example, like if we have the yellow, and then because we ignore the consonant, right? And then we just like, let's say that we can transform all of them into the lowercase, and then this is the form of the lowercase. And then we also have the jolo in here, right? Okay, so what is the approach in here to check is this maybe the good match or not? And then our strategy is that like we will compare word by character by character, right? And in here we can see that because they are the same vowel, and then we can ignore it, right? And then here like also these are the same L and L, so O and O is okay, and the W and W, okay, so this one looks good. However, like what if we have another word that is the jalo, and then we also need to do the same thing, compare each word together, right? So this one is very dangerous for us when we solve the problem. Let's say that in here we have like we have this is the word list, right? And in here the length of the word list is 5,000, and then we also have another queries, the length also 5,000, and each element in here has a length of 7 each length. So it means that in here for each word, and then we need to check with every single word in the word list in here to find the first match. So that is the big problem. And then in here, because like we will have the 5,000 by 5,000 by 7, and this one will be overfloated. And then that is the reason why we need an approach to solve this problem. Okay, so let's solve this problem, and then we can see that like what if I will replace this all of there, because we indeed we do not care about the vowels, right? Because if they have the vowel, they are the same. And then why don't we just use the special character to replace all of the vowels? So for example like the yellow in here, and then I will transform it into a new word using a special character, for example, like this one and this one and W, right? Okay, so what is the the representation for the Jalo and Jolo? They would be the same. And then because like we can build the hash map in here to the first word, right, in the Jalo, and then so that is very efficient for us in for looking it into the list. Yeah, so let's program it together. Okay, so in here we have the perfect case, and that would be the hash map, and also we have the lower case, that is another hash map, and we have the we also define the error case, right, in here. I will, and then we are just use the vowels, that is the A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so for now we will build the hash map to check. Firstly, we just need to look through the word list, and in the perfect case, and then we will store all the things, and then so in here yeah, okay, so we have the word lower, because we will have it will be equal to word dot lower, and then so if the word lower case not in the lower case, and then so we will get the lower case of the word lower, and then we will assign it to the word. Yeah, because like we only cared about the first appearance, right? Because the KiTe in here we only cared about the first one, so we don't need to store the next one. Yeah, however, like in here for the case, for the error case, and then we need to replace it with the special character. So here, like let's say that I will use the slash, and then so here, like let's say we have the remove consonant, remove vowels, remove vowel would be like dot joint of if the C in lower vowel, else C or C in would lower. Okay, so here like we have it, right? And then for now we will build it for the error case. So if the remove vowel not in the error case, and then we will get the error case of the remove vowel equal to the word, right? We need to remember that like we are still using the original word to reply to the to each query. Yeah, so I think that is all the things we need to build, and then we just answer the questions. So here, like let's say I have the red array, and then so for every query in queries, and then if the query in the perfect case, and then we just need to get the red array dot append query, right? Yeah, so for the second case we need to check that else if the query dot lower in the lower case, and then red array will append the lower case of the query dot lower, right? And then the last case, if the we need to reform the query, that would be like this, and then we need to modify it a little bit because we only cared about the lowercase dot lower. Yes, that is the query we expect, and if the query in the error case and then we will get the red array dot append the error case of query, right? Otherwise, if that is not in any cases, and then we can just like append the empty, and then so here like we safely return the red array. Okay, go. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that also thing for our today problem. And so here like this is only the trick we need to get to solve this problem. So as I said, this is another kind of the weekly contest. So yeah, so this one is the weekly contest, so this one is not too difficult, but it means that like we always need to find intuition on or observation to solve it effectively. And the problem in here is that how can we check the last case where like how can we find the error, right? Yeah, so I think that's all for our today problem, and thank you so much for watching my video. And uh, if you can, please give me a subscribe or like. It gives me ultimate motivations to do more videos for you guys. Yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, and see you next time.